All right, we are going live. Got it. All right, Travis Bagent, welcome to our first official episode of Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast. And thank you to the
Or
Bears.
better known as 1, 2, 3, the podcast. Right?
I like it. I like it. I like it. I
What if
like it.
Tyson gets cut and we've already branded Duh so much?
Dude.
Maybe we should hold off on that. No way he gets cut. Let's go.
You got me thinking there. I got the t-shirts done and all that. Oh my God. So I like it. So your ultimate way to prove me that you're training is to actually train during the podcast.
No, but I do appreciate you thinking that I give a rat's ass about what you think about my arm wrestling career, my man. Okay. You ever watched Tombstone?
I'll just say no.
Tombstone is the Wyatt Earp story, right? So there's two versions of it. There's Wyatt Earp and there's Tombstone. Both are amazing movies, right? I'm more of a Tombstone guy, not a Wyatt Earp guy. And in the movie Tombstone, this gangster ass cowboy that's in a gang is getting roughed up pretty much frequently by Wyatt Earp, the sheriff.
Okay.
All right. So the truth is that even though he's in a big, powerful gang, when he's by himself, he is losing the battle to this guy and this guy's brother and whoever, right? And listen, it's always his fault, the interaction, right?
Okay.
But you have to know when he's with his gang, he's the man. When he's by himself, he's still a bad motherfucker. He just ain't as bad as these two dudes, right? And in one scene, he gets smacked around a little bit by Wyatt Earp, and he's just disgusted about it, right? Wyatt Earp leaves. He's got a big ass, he's got a problem, right? So let's just say Wyatt Earp is Hermes and Levon and Devin and all these guys that are better than me, right? They're better than me right now, okay? So I'm in a big gang, right? The gang is the world champs, right? There ain't but motherfucking 50 of us that ever lived, right? That are bad, bad motherfuckers, right? Left-handed, owned a decade or two, right? That's the gang. Now, when I'm by myself, current situation, I could get roughed the fuck up by one of these studs, right? Which is Wyatt Earp. Okay. Right. So in the scene, after he gets roughed up a little bit, he goes to the bartender because back then you had to give your weapons to the bartender when you came in the bar. So he wanted, hey, give my guns. Well, the bartender, which I equate as you, the fucking bartender, right? I mean, well established in his world, right? But okay. Right, and the bartender brings his belt to him. Now he done been roughed up by Wyatt Earp, but he's a bad motherfucker, right? And then as he's handing him his guns, he said, "Man, fuck Wyatt Earp and all these motherfuckers, right?" And as the bartender gives him his guns, he says, "Oh, it was all your fault." So what does the guy say? What do you think in the scene the dude does? Well, he smacks the shit out of the bartender. He says, "Hey, I ain't about to take no fucking mouth from no fucking barmaid. So, just so you know, I don't care what you say, okay? I don't take my arm wrestling lessons from a motherfucking weirdo camera guy, okay? Now, the reason this training is going on right now, if you must know about, is that I just signed a new contract with Gatorade. And I need to show them 25 minutes of me training every day.
Right.
I figure I'll just send them this video here, this link, and they will see the 25 minutes during the day. Plus, if anybody else gets a little intimidated, then oh well.
I'm not gonna really say anything because I'm just gonna crack you on the September 24th. So it's all good. 23rd.
You said you'll beat me?
Oh yeah, dude. It will be. It doesn't matter whether you're gonna put me in the bracket because like it's all good.
What do you mean? I'm not putting anybody in the bracket. We are all putting ourselves in the bracket, right?
Saying, I can show up, even show up to 2,200. I don't care.
Yeah,
you shuffle it around. Who did me?
Don't make a mistake and have Ron Bath the first round and get knocked out.
Dude, I don't put me in Ron Bath, then you next. And then if Nick Stone's still alive, she can be the third guy. I will feel no difference whatsoever. And then you can finish it off as like Michael Newman or something. So, yeah, you better. Hey, remember that race a little bit, son. Yeah, keep it hard. Shane Owens, arm wrestling, $2 super chat.
No, what does Shane do for a living?
Hey, motherfucker ain't got the 5 pounds in there. Huh?
What does he do for a living? How can he be always available?
But hey, I had to put hold on. He's available, but his super chat is thing a little bit bigger in the morning. Jason went, took a lunch, spent a little bit extra money.
He's done been on OnlyFans all morning, and now he don't have the extra resources. I got you, Shane.
So Shane says, motherfucker ain't got but the 5 pounds in there. The Bears.
I got 50 pounds on here, but it is light. It is light.
When are the bets coming on?
It ain't about the heavy. The heavier, I don't need the heavy. I just need a little bit of consistency because as soon as I'm able to stand up tall now, if I don't, oh man, once I set up right, there's no way to stop me. I'm devastated. The problem is if I don't have any power, then I got to do all this bullshit before go that I don't want, that I'd rather do after go. But that's just the life if you don't have no side pressure.
Well, what's the main difference? Like, what's your main like little?
I'm just saying, like, if I'm terrified and I know you're gonna turn me in and I can't stop it, it's hard for me to stand up and lean forward. It makes me want to put both my legs under, lay on my tricep, and then definitely not get my hand taken right away, but giving myself almost no chance of pinning the guy unless he just gives up because his hand's taken. But that doesn't seem to be what happens these days. These fucking guys are digging in. They do not care. A guy like you, he'll just break his fucking arm off. Out of nowhere, like you got the greatest position in the world where you're supposed to be like talking shit to him, and then wham, he just commits a crime. A crime. Like your arm is definitely going to break like Zerab. But he wasn't even doing nothing wrong, I didn't think.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've told you it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Why would you do that, man? Stop doing that.
And I keep telling it myself. And I remember that I came to one tournament, and I guess I came in such a shit shape to where I was like, hey, I have to make sure something happens. I'm not like turning my body around and trying to break my arm. Then I go home, look at the videos, and there's the whole opposite of what I fucking tries to do. I'm on there like, yo, let's go.
And not only that, but aggressive too.
Yeah. So it's changing nowadays. I am trying to, if I catch myself there, I'm like, I need to turn around and be on my biceps. It's all good. Let that arm open a little bit.
Yeah. So how did we do yesterday? How many views did we possibly get? At one time we had 290 on?
Oh well, we got like we're gonna get 300 people just yet, but as far as the views after that, hold on, that was
Well, I
pretty.
don't care about the views after, but the 290 was also our biggest one, right?
Ooh, no, I don't know. No. Whenever we'll have like a good guest like Engin or John, and it's pre-planned, we rocked more than 300 people before for sure.
Okay.
But it was for like just an average episode. We were like talking shit, good numbers. So let's see what's gonna. Okay, we have 100 people right now.
Nice. What is the date? Out of those 100, we need the Bears written in the comments if you are coming September 23rd. Just write the Bears, September 23rd.
September. I've been posting the flyer and people have been asking me questions from all over the place. So
All right. All right. We need to work on the motherfuckers that can drive here. So what is that? We need to start reaching out to Dave Morocco's and Philadelphia guys and Northern Virginia guys. I've got to hit all them dudes up.
I can try to tell the Texas dudes too to like stop his attack.
We need 100 pullers.
I will get that.
I know, but we don't, we can say that shit, but then we don't know. All of a sudden, and all of a sudden I'm broke.
I love this. Carl goes, the Bears, and Shane Owens goes, Carl, you and Adam's wedding that day.
I
didn't know if
I think Carl's got a good chance of going to Istanbul, huh?
I don't think Carl is aware of that joke, but yeah. Oh, Levi Feet is in the house. The Bears.
Hey, we're gonna see Levi. We're gonna see Levi here later on in the show.
For those who does not understand yet, because we're doing such a great job at explaining this, Levi will.
That's on you, hey, Levi. That's strike one on Artem right there, motherfucker.
Oof.
Hey, Levi. Artem had all kind of jokes earlier, boy, when we wasn't on, when we were not on live. I told him, I said,
I was just matching your energy, my man. I was just matching your energy, dog. We all good. Hey, speaking of energy, did you watch RVJ's video?
I watched RVJ's video all the way from start to finish about 25 to 30 minutes ago. And I have to take this opportunity to apologize for yesterday's rant. I started feeling it. I started feeling what Rob was saying. What are we doing? Now, all Rob is talking to is the promoters. He's talking to me. What are we doing? What are we doing? Because it ain't working. It ain't working. Now, his claim that what Engin's doing is working and that it's absolutely disgusting is interesting. On one end, who cares, right? Who cares what any person wants to do in order to win under that rule set?
Right.
It ain't none of Rob's business. It ain't none of society's business, nothing. On the flip side, if you want arm wrestling to go mainstream, what he is saying about Nike and the promoters and all the sponsors is probably accurate in some way. I can't imagine that any legitimate sports company with a PR and HR is going to reach out to a PED enhanced athlete. But what if they never reached out anyway? What if they was never going to reach out? Is it right to already know, like, okay, listen, as a business model, I'm going to chase Nike and Under Armour I must right away put a testing WADA situation in place. Why do I know this? Because this is exactly why WL actually has a drug testing and a section on the website of listen, it's just like paying for insurance. They paid the money to get the people to test how much it would cost, but they haven't never done the test yet. But the protocol is set. That must be the first thing that you do if you want to chase those type of sponsors. If you chase those sponsors and spend all your money and resources and you don't get them, are you a moron for not letting people get juiced up and chasing sponsors that wouldn't care? The only way you know that is if you could look back in the future after you did both scenarios. But Rob is right. What are we doing? What is anybody doing to do it the right way? If the right way is 100% legit, just like football, basketball, baseball, the Olympics. I don't think that we have the resources to start up a company that can handle those expenses off the bat, or at least no one's done it yet. But he has something there. He got there. Listen, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 of us don't give a fuck, right? And we happen to be the group that's in here, right? Out of the 10 or 20,000, we may not like it, but we accept that that's the way it is. Should 100 of those people do it the right way so they can attract the other billions and billions of people? I don't know the answer. I just figured, what he was gonna talk about, I just already went all the way through it before. And listen, like I think we already mentioned off camera, he didn't offer any solutions, right? I don't know if he changed anyone's mind whose love and life is dedicated to being the best arm wrestler on earth, right? Probably inspired a few of the guys that are really close that aren't juiced up, if that person exists, like Sandras and Georgie Fedkoff, that are headed to the Worlds 3 weeks from now. They're absolutely clean and handle their business. I mean, I don't think Pablo's clean. Now, I have never seen Pablo take a steroid. I'm just telling you, this motherfucker looked crazy on that fucking TV. It was awesome in that high definition. So if he's not taking it, I apologize, Pablo. But if you are juiced the fuck up, like I think you are, and awesome, and Sandras is juice-free and able to pass a WADA test, that tells me that it really is possible. Really is, right? And that as soon as Sandras gets all juiced up, that motherfucker's going to be like Devin and him, going to be a bad motherfucker. Once again, clearly my opinion. I have no idea if none of this is facts. It's just my belief. So yeah, I don't know, man. I wish I'm never going to kill Rob anyway, even if he's completely wrong, because I also don't give a fuck and I like him. But the rant got better and better as I listened.
Right. Well,
better.
Point by point, he mentioned so many things, and I like the start of it where the state of arm wrestling is kind of confusing. Like, if you got some little goals here and there, but like he's gonna be, and I felt that. I'm like, yeah, I guess nowadays, right? If you're American, your goal is to go to, it should be, you go to qualifier and try to get your ass to East versus West, right? I feel like Istanbul.
Yeah, but also too, I disagree with that.
Okay.
So there's a lot of paths, right? So first and foremost, how do you do at your state championship? Once you are the fucking man, right? Now you start venturing around to the 3 states connected to your state. Right. And then you try to qualify for that Arnold Classic and you take that 3-day trip because it's fun, right? The arm wrestling sucks. Leonard and Denise are jackasses. Worst fucking, I mean, but
Hey, right arm only. So remember that.
It is right arm only. There's some things, but there's a, to me, not a bad situation. As soon as you get good enough in that exact weight class that Greg Sharp offers, you jump in one of them fucking qualifiers, and then you get to go to San Diego for the weekend. Another super fun situation. And then, of course, there's the border wars and super matches you can start getting involved in, right? No matter where you are, there's some state right next to you somewhere that's got 8 guys. You got 8 guys. That's a fun way to.
What if you're trying to beat good people and get some money?
Right. The money part is where it gets interesting because there's like he said, there's no money until there's money. Because even the $1,000 to show up and taking 3 or 4 days out of your life, that ain't no money, right? It's got to be the $5,000 weekend before it's on, right? For that to happen, there's only a few times a year. You can find those, like you really can find events that pay $500, right? There's not a whole lot of them, but listen, if that's your goal, then you have to know that is the $500 even going to be worth it, depending on the geographical location of the place. So I wouldn't worry. I don't think you get into arm wrestling to make any money. And then eventually, when your dream is real, you decide to somehow get invited to the East vs. West. And the good thing is that is possible now. Paul, Lynn, and them are going to put that same finals on that we just did next year. And 5 more dudes and 1 or 2 chicks is going to get to go again. So, but also too, I think you're mistaken about your first trip to Istanbul being a money machine. It's also going to be a situation where you're there a little bit longer than normal in an uncomfortable, well, I shouldn't say uncomfortable, and in a new situation, I would say, for an American, pretty new. And then when it's all said and done, you're going to make $1,000. But you will start that resume in order to getting to that $10,000 and $20,000 mark that you see guys like, I imagine, the top guys, or at least that's what the fuck I'm paying. That's what you're paying me if you're lucky, if that's all I'm getting paid. But hey, listen, man, Rob's right, man. We're still in the Stone Age, baby. Anybody, if you're new, don't be afraid to step up. Now, I don't know if Rob's talking about every single person needs to start off with the testing, but yeah, there's no reason to think that arm wrestling is in good hands. Like when it comes to every part of how we're doing it, there's a lot of room to grow. A lot.
I got you. Well, with that being said, Engen did message me yesterday after he said on the live stream that I'm never going to pull in Istanbul. He did message me and asked me if I'm going to take Arthur on the 26th, to where I had to decline during to my timing. But November or later, I'm all about it. So.
And who's Arthur? Is that the dude that he pulled?
Yes, Makarov.
God
yeah.
Damn. Yes. God damn, you don't want that match. Fuck that.
Well, I mean,
man, we good.
Yeah, it's a different question.
Tell him you want Toms. You'll take Toms.
Well, just the timing. Yeah, I will have. I mean, Arthur or Toms. I'll probably go Toms, but yeah, just
because you've seen Toms, right? You get that motherfucker in the hook, you got maybe a chance.
Yeah. So.
And it wouldn't be that bad if he took your hand and beat you 3 times. It wouldn't be that just like every other slapdick American that goes over there until I fucking come out of retirement.
Yeah, Linsky's base bigger and Arthur's like solid. So
I'm gonna have Engen. My power is gonna be so big by the time that I'm headlining these matches that I'm gonna set up the matches with. I'm gonna bring me and Brezink and Hutchings and Michael Todd. I'm gonna make the squad so strong and we all win.
$4.99 super chat from Soft Wash Science. T Bagent, who did you teabag in that fight again? Was it Tom Nelson's sister or something?
Oh, whoa.
That's a terrible super chat.
Hey,
Man.
me and Tom are boys now, man. Haven't you read about the Bears?
Come on, man. It's terrible.
Yeah, man. Don't bring that wound back up, man. Don't bring that wound back up. That's terrible. That's a terrible story. Who told that story?
Travis been babysitting this 5 pounds the whole time, Shane Owen says.
5 pounds my ass, boy. Here, listen to this. Does that fucking sound like 5 pounds?
Dude, my table shook from here.
That's what I'm talking about. Plus, it don't take much. Once I'm able to start like this and hold that side pressure, woo, wee. Oh, man.
There was no sound. That's crazy.
Yeah, getting bigger. What's on the agenda today? The schedule. Did you type the schedule out so you can just put it right on the screen? Boom.
Nah, do you want to give it the time?
Negative. How about the Flyers? Can we start talking about the Virginia State Flyer? Can we do that real quick? Can we create the flyer right here while we're rolling?
Virginia State. We have to figure out the times for
the times are easy, man. Listen, 5:30 to whatever. I mean, it's on there. Don't you have Carl's thing?
In my messenger for sure I do.
1 hour. 1 hour more than that.
Let me double check. We'll go about it.
Just in case we lose at Shepherd, and I need an hour to just get my composure.
That's all the reason why.
Well, because the game might still be going on, and I don't want to send nobody else up there for weigh-ins. Because I guess there is Friday night weigh-ins, right?
I guess. Hold on.
We shouldn't even have Friday weigh-ins.
Dude, weigh-ins Friday 7 to 9. Are you crazy?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Let's just get rid of that because you don't have to. Oh, yeah, you do have to make weight for the amateurs and the masters.
Let me see if Carl or you have sent me this flyer.
I definitely sent it to you because you said
the Beijing Classic. All right. You're lying piece of shit. There's no times.
Oh, he must have took it off then.
Yeah, hold on. It's the same times as ours. All right, so event starts at 5:30. So you want to move to 6:30?
Let's go 6. Well, I'm cool with 6:30. Fuck it, 6:30.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. Hold on. Let me show the world what you're doing to me. Okay. Then so weigh-ins and
you can keep the Friday night weigh-ins, I guess.
So Saturday weigh-ins, you want them from what? 4:30
to 5:30. That'll give us an hour to do the brackets and be done with it.
All right. People getting chance to get invited to East versus West or Arm Wars?
Yes, I think that, I was looking to do. So, let's just put it out there right now that the winner right-handed. See, man, I hate that, man, because I ain't going to be as strong right-handed yet. Man, somebody's actually going to get a fucking invite, and you can't win it.
I like everybody.
Engen should make it left-handed for this first one.
Well, you let me know. Am I changing it? Am I doing it Arm Wars, Arm Gods? What are we doing?
I don't have a date from Arm Wars. So let's
we don't need a date. They just need to hey.
No, I'm just saying, I haven't been assured that there's an Arm War happening anytime in 24. Ingen's active as crap. I know he's rolling. Let's do Arm Wars 2024. Does Carl care? Does Carl care?
Carl, it's off. It's all about you, baby. Let us know.
I'm saying if Carl's goal in life is to come up here to go to East First West, and that's what he's been thinking, I'm fine with it. But if he could go to Arm Wars the first time, then we could make the Virginia one, which would be all those weight classes, which I think is going to give a lot of people a chance.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if did Carl answer yet, or is he not on there anymore?
Let me see.
I mean, is there anyone else who's guaranteed us they're coming and we don't know it? And the only reason they're coming is because of East First West? Because, man, I'd love to save that. Of course, I can do two with Ingen, but then I want to do one in Virginia and one in Shreveport. Because that'll give a whole nother community an opportunity. What time is it right now? Remember, we got to bring Levi on there soon.
Yeah, we got time. No reply from Carl. I feel like he bounced.
All right, so let's go Arm Wars then. Arm Wars, and listen, here's the deal. I don't know, can you write in parentheses? $1,500 airfare credit or $1,000 cash. So they don't have to go. They don't have to go, you know, just because they qualified. They can say, fuck Neil and East First West. I'll just take the $1,000. I don't want to get killed over there.
So what is it? $1,500?
$1,500 airfare credit. So we'll pay up to $1,500 for an airfare ticket. But if it costs $700 for the airfare ticket, we're getting it. That's what they're getting. They're not getting the extra. But we will pay them. We will spend $1,500 up to $1,500 for their airfare travel to Manchester, England, wherever Arm Wars is.
Or $1,000 cash?
Or $1,000 cash day of, just right then and there. And that way we could keep the invite for our next event. So you lose out on $500 or so if you don't take the match, but it's still a nice little overall prize, right? Make sure you know that's right-handed only. We'll come up with new criteria for the tournament. We got to come up with the exact payouts for the Final Four and the Elite Eight and shit. Right-handed, whoever wins that beast. And then at Virginia, we'll do the same thing with that new format I said. And then the East First West, we'll give that away. That'll be November, what is that, 4th?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
I guess save it as is. Hey, so I'm gonna commit to a few things, I think. So I'm gonna obviously go to, I'm watching John and Todd August 12th, right? Like
Yep.
less than 2 weeks. There's a tournament there. May pull in that 231 class. That's the class, or jumping supers to pull this pork chop. I don't know yet.
Why don't you pull your class and just see if you don't get that?
It's 190 to 231.
190 to 231?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. You ought to weigh 189, motherfucker.
Well, I'm 200 right now, so it's all good. It's all good. I'll rock it.
Okay.
And then September 23rd, your ass is grass. And October 21st, I'll probably go to that, what you call the terrible round robin with all the 200 pounders.
Well, you know what though? It's really it ended up not being terrible, right? I just seemed to be like, who the fuck can pull 20 matches?
Dude, for the lightweight guys was not. I'm thinking about it because Larray messaged me today, like, hey, are you gonna be there? Or like I'll be like canceling your ass. And I'm like, I thought about like, dude, you have to come in there arrogant as fuck. Because what are you gonna do if Eduardo catches you on that biceps? It's a long day, man, for everybody.
Yeah.
Then Bob Brown catches you with the King's move. You fuck.
Man, Bob Brown's the real deal, isn't he?
Dude, you grind with Craig to you into the hook. Like, there's a lot of opportunity to be like, yo, this guy's terrible. Just because, you know, you catch some fucking around here and there. So I'm gonna commit to that. But you know, I'll be, you know, the only reason it's gonna work out in your head is because you're gonna have to be there. Oh, I'm gonna just smack everybody. And grinding. So yeah.
Well, I always look at stuff on whether I could win it and stuff. So the 20-man round robin, to me, I would never do that shit. Never. Only because of, but you know, friend, I'm thinking about the juice from the events that took place, and everybody seems to be okay with it. So fuck it. We need to put that $40 entry fee. On the flyer.
You are correct, sir. But I don't know, man. It's been dangerous. It's been dangerous. You've missed out on a couple internet posts. Sean Hancock just hosted a tournament in South Carolina with a $50 entry fee.
Oh, I love the $50 entry fee. That's what James and Paul, when we got to that East vs. West finals, it was $50, man.
Well,
crazy. I love it. I'll go to $50 right now. Go ahead. Make ours $50. I don't give a fuck. I just didn't want to be greedy.
I like 40 because you left and right 40. Hey, do you want a t-shirt for $20? Because you're gonna get
and I bet you'll have your t-shirts sitting right there.
Oh, dude. I'm just saying that you're already gonna get handed that $100 bill. So like it's whether or not person won that 20 or not.
Yeah.
You know,
tell him if he buys a shirt, he gets a Todzilla shirt for free.
Something. So yeah, a lot of different ways. But yeah,
I don't even care. Yeah, it's all. I like the $40.
So, but you know, the problem was that Sean didn't have any payouts, right? Because did not seem to bother 137 entries that he had, right? And but bothering people on the internet, you know, show up. So it was a funny.
Well, I know, but you know what? Anybody who's bothered on the internet's a fucktard. Like, if something's fucking wrong with you, it's like the motherfucker didn't trick you. You didn't get there and he flim slammed you. The motherfucker told you it's $50 if you fucking come over here. If you don't like it, don't fucking come. Like, it's all good, bro. I mean, fucking charge. I mean, it don't matter. Motherfuckers give me every time to drive right by the steakhouse. Why? Because I know that motherfucker costs too much money. I ain't taking all these damn kids over there. So, I mean, I don't understand why. Yeah, don't show up. Just know that.
It's something mental, 100%. But
yeah, somebody carried all them plywood and got their drill out and did the fucking. Somebody had to do all that shit, right? And most of the time, it's the person who gets the entry fee. So yeah, run your own damn tournament. Shut the fuck up about you don't like some entry fee.
And like, dude, like people don't realize how beautiful is $50 entry fee once it works out for the promoter. Like all of a sudden you have a real budget. Because usually if it's $25 an arm, you're out there figuring out how you want to take your wife out to dinner, pay your fucking referees if you want to do all of that shit. But now with $50, I made the math. With $50, Sean, well, he told me real numbers, like he's like how many like people he had to pay for and all that shit. Regardless, he racked up like 60, it's close to $7,000 with those $50 and 137 people. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, hotel for this person, referee gets paid this, trophies and all that, and you get $3-4 to play with. Like it's all good. All of a sudden, that terrible drive and dealing with arm wrestlers was like, all right, you can do another one. You can do another one. You people don't realize.
Hey, change ours to $50 right now. Yeah, seriously, change it to $50. You're right. The fuck are we doing?
Well,
Just $50.
I'm telling you, we're gonna get like 100 tell me I'm the greatest t-shirts, and we're gonna get $100 bill anyway, so we good.
Hey, listen, two entry fees gets a free t-shirt. Put that on the motherfucking flyer. $50 entry fee. Two, if you buy two, you get a free shirt. Because I got so many fucking Todzilla shirts, I'm giving them motherfuckers away.
Let me read the chat.
I don't know. Yeah, change that shit to $50. Fuck these people, man. I mean, listen, one thing I don't agree with Sean Hancock often, but on this one I do.
Hey, it was a great sale for me. So John Hutchinson, this $20 super chat. This event's coming up.
Hutchings can come pull for free because of this. Anybody who gives us a $20 super chat right now gets in the tournament for free September 23rd. Hutchings is the first person.
Well, if I can calculate all John's super chats to us for the past like 2 months, he can probably go.
He's a lifetime VIP motherfucker is what he is.
John, I'll book your flight and Amber's when I book mine.
Yeah. And John, if you see us and we don't talk to you, it's because I don't know who the fuck you are. Make sure you introduce yourself, because then you VIP, baby. And if I already know you, I apologize, but I don't know you by name.
Actually, no, they can't fly with me. I can send them to that Sanford airport. It'll be easy. All right, guys. So John says, this event's coming up are exciting to hear about. Travis is making big things happen. Cannot wait to see it go down.
Yes, sir. Hey, that is an accurate statement. And I'm telling you right now, I'm getting blowed up right now. I'm going to fuck everybody up probably.
Polo Tower.
I'm going to rack up. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to rack up 6 invites that I personally won. And then I'm going to tell Ingen and them, I'm just going to go on a massive losing streak with all organizations, with Arm Wars and East vs. West, but just kill everybody with the money.
$2 super chat from Polo Tower Cigar. Where can I find Prime Travis juice at?
What do you mean? You want to?
Where can I find the Prime Travis juice at?
Juice. Like he wants the actual juice, or he wants to see videos of me when I was a big fucking monster.
Look up at 2016 WL, Doc. You're good. You're good.
If he just come to the tournament on September 23rd, I will have the pharmaceutical tent set up. Dr. Mark will be there shooting in anadrol stem cells, DECA stem cells, and my favorite, Trinobolin stem cells.
No comment over here. Jamie Sheldon says, UAL 2006 in Vegas, $100 entry fee.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, and he had a bunch of people too. It's great. But he was giving away a lot of money. Hey, ask Jamie what the fuck he's talking about with Corey Miller getting in some Hall of Fame. And Jamie, I want to know where the fuck my plaque at. I mean, whatever induction Corey Miller gets into any Hall of Fame, I am inducted to. I want my plaque.
So, Jamie, you heard what the fuck? A Wyoming Hall of Fame, doggy.
Oh, 100%. Please send me the Wyoming Hall of Fame fucking plaque, okay? I've been the Iowa or Wyoming Hall of national champion, state champion, my whole life.
Okay. Have you won?
46 years. If that don't deserve 46 years of being the best arm wrestler that's ever lived in Wyoming, then that I deserve definitely a Hall of Fame.
All right, well, up, fellas? People just ask, when does Levi come in? And Levi has came in.
Hey! Going on, guys. I see Travis is finally back to training now.
Woo! Boy, hey. After I went to Louisiana and didn't win one match, I knew it was time, baby.
Just blame it on the heat. It was too humid.
All right, gotcha. All right, so Levi, I'm going to introduce you and tell the people what I know. And then I'm going to hand it back over to you. You listen, how many people we got in the chat, Artem?
We got 130 people.
So today you get 130 people, and then by the time this is over, I'd say 3,000 to 6,000 people might watch this.
Let's go.
I was in Louisiana, and in comes this young man. A lot of energy, straight to the table, arm wrestled all day. We hung out a lot, and he tells me that he has decided to literally full-time invest in training people at arm wrestling. So as we talk more, I think it's a perfect opportunity for me to just help one of my dudes who was super duper cool when I was at the practice, which is really, honestly, how hundreds of relationships in my life have happened. I am traveling for an arm wrestling tournament, and I meet a dude at the tournament or at practice or wherever the hell we are. And it's not always the guy who brought me there. It's not always the best arm wrestler, whatever. In Levi's case, it may be both. But the truth is that I usually gravitate to the cool dudes, okay? And, or at least I like to think that people gravitate to me because I'm a cool dude. So I meet these guys, and Levi was one right away that I'm like, listen, my man, first of all, don't let me attempt to ever think that I'm big time or I think I'm big time. But whatever I do have, which is this small platform, you are more than welcome to it. After hearing and seeing all the passion in his voice and how I imagine it's got to be a pretty tough business because there ain't a whole lot of people doing it. Just him and Artem are the only two people doing it. And I've listened to Artem's pitch. His is terrible. So hopefully, Levi, you do better. So Levi, you can take over from here. Artem, you got anything to say before we let Levi go crazy?
Nope. I'm waiting to Levi to go crazy.
All right. Well, listen, Levi, I also cannot guarantee that Artem is not going to steal all of your ideas.
Yeah. Hey, look, maybe that's cool too. We'll let's.
Okay, you're the man. All right, go crazy, Levi. Let me hear it. Let us hear it.
Okay, so a little background on me. I started bodybuilding when I was like 23, did that pretty serious for about 4 years, and then got into arm wrestling. And I've been obsessed ever since. It's taken over my life. Pulled like 35 competitions in a little over 4 years, and I've managed to get myself to number 14 in North America. And along that process, there was a lot of mistakes.
Levi, I'll stop you there and let you know that we do not legitimize those faggot ass rules from ranking from Chance Shaw's ass. Okay. Go ahead, continue.
Okay, all right. So I'm a certified nutritionist. I took an ISSA course and got certified in nutrition. It is one of my specialties. Part of my program is the nutrition. I do have different levels of programs that have all the perks or some of the perks, whichever package, fits each person. We make custom based on their goals. With the nutritionist side, I do custom grocery lists, I do meal prep instructions and recipes. I even have videos filmed of me cooking all of these meals as well. I go as far as to do restaurant going out to eat menus. If guys let me know what restaurant they're going to 30 minutes in advance, I'll go Google and scan the menu, and I'll give them options from that menu that fit their goals so that we can have their body tuned in where the nutrition's right. This helps a lot of guys that are trying to gain weight or trying to lose weight so they can be in that weight class they're supposed to be in. But not everybody needs the nutrition side. So I also offer a program without the nutrition. With the workouts, I do custom plans. I don't send any templates to anybody. I make the workouts weekly, and I do each person's workouts custom. I have a whole bunch of notebooks, and I keep up with my guys' workouts in notebooks because that's how I always did mine. I take it from there and put it in an app. They can view it on their phone, and they can even add in notes on the app I use. So all the workouts are completely custom based on what equipment each person has and what their goals are, whether they have a gym membership or not, what they're trying to accomplish. There's no templates. It's all custom. I can help guys that are skinny trying to gain muscle, big trying to lose fat, and even arm wrestlers trying to progress like I did. With those two, nutrition and training programs, that's a little bit generic with a coaching program. What sets my program apart is accountability. I give all of my guys 24 hours a day, 6 days a week, text message support, and I respond very promptly. Any questions, no question is a bad question if it brings clarity that the workout is being done properly. I do one-on-one weekly Zoom chats. We get on these Zoom chats and we talk about the workouts, we talk about the nutrition, and we talk about where their mindset's at, make sure everything's in the right spot to be moving forward in a conducive place for growth. I also do match breakdowns. Every time someone competes, we can get on an hour-long Zoom call, go over each one of their matches from the competition, see what adjustments need to be made to their training and to their style, like some things we can drill in practices also that help to seal up on those weaknesses. I do regular check-ins with everybody, and then I also have a WhatsApp group that I have all of my guys in. We are doing a form of the conjugate method. It is my form of it. I've been doing the conjugate method for 2 years and adding to it, taking away from it, getting it more specific. In that conjugate method, of course, we do speed and max effort days. I have every one of the guys and myself filming speed days, a set from speed day and a set from max effort day, put it in the group so we can all criticize each other because we're all doing the same program. I think I'm covering all the bases here. I believe it's pretty thorough. Y'all think I'm missing anything that would be holding guys back from hitting their goals?
You know what, man? I like it. All right, Artem. So when I was talking to Levi, I'm like, yo, so you're telling me, who are you looking for? He says, I'm looking for anybody. And I started thinking about what Levi is really offering, right? So to a guy like me, right? Levi's offering accountability. Right? That means that me and him can, because the fact is I'm at a level where I ain't going to do every exercise that Levi tells me to when it comes to arm wrestling. Where I need Levi is on the nutrition side, and the most important would be the accountability side. But if you're a new arm wrestler, and listen, my inbox is filled up with people asking me if I would train them. And the truth is, no, I'm not training you. All right. Now, if you come to my place, I'll give you that little $500 seminar, hang out with you and all that good shit. But the truth is, this guy on the phone right now in this Zoom call is willing to find out every single thing about you. He is going to give you the level that he's at in arm wrestling, which, listen, I'm martial wrestling with Levi. Listen, unless you're really fucking good, the dude could probably show you some of the things that he does. And if you're one of those 200 people that inbox me that have never arm wrestled before, this guy's perfect, 100%, because he's available. I tell people all the time, there's 3 things that are going to get you through life. I don't give a fuck what it is. Football, a relationship, a job. You have to have presence, you have to have trust, and you must have endurance. When I say presence, it's very simple. Your best ability is your availability. This dude's available right now. Levi, do you have a way that they can get with you? How does anyone in the comments, can you tell us so that Artem can type it in there, or somehow let our listeners know if they legitimately really want to arm wrestle and they have been looking for someone to stat and record and give them a game plan, how can they get that?
Yeah, shoot me a message on Facebook. I'm Levi Fit on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm Levi Knight Fitness. I have TikTok.
You said Levi Fit. That's LEVI-FIT.
Yes, not LEFI. Artem needs to do some more spelling lessons.
Levi, is it with the F or V?
Oh,
V like the jeans, just like the jeans.
I missed out the title.
Oh, good. I thought I fucked up spelling it out loud. I'm like, damn, I'm fucking retarded.
Now, so look, you guys can send me a message on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, and I'll get back with you. And I'm telling you, I'm doing an offer here because Travis is my guy. He's hooking me up. For everyone who hears about my program from this show, send me a message, or in our message, I need the code, tell me I'm the greatest 10, and that will get you a 10% discount.
Or there's one other thing that you have to, anytime someone writes in there, the Bears, you know that that Artem and I are the ones that sent them there.
That's right. And if you mention and let me know that Artem or Travis sent me, you get a 10% discount. So it benefits you for sure.
And also, if you don't mind taking it, if you think that you hate the Travis Bagent brand so much and you are so jealous, don't even worry about the 10% off. Don't even mention the Bears. And then you can just pay the whole 10%. It's up to you. Artem, Tell us about your program and what you think is a little different than what Levi's doing.
Oh, well, you will not get a Zoom call from me, and I will not scan the menus for shit. Are you crazy? You eat your own problems, right? Well, you know what? Currently, I'm like offering 25% of what Levi is offering, right? All you get from me is a training program, and I might not even give you a training program because I don't believe in one, right? I'm that ghetto. Like, hey, if your training program looks better than mine, keep it, dog. You just keep it. I'll just fix it when I can. So it's training aspect, and you get a WhatsApp group as well, which kind of gives you whatever you said previously, right? Accountability, just because everybody's sending videos in that one group chat. Oh, it kind of makes you want to go and do some shit too. And then, so there's that. And then,
Are you doing text message support as well, Artem, or no?
what do you mean text message
Like
support?
giving everybody, all your guys, your number so they can ask you any questions.
Well, I mean, it is in the WhatsApp group, so yeah, they gotta have to have my number. So yeah, so it's all in there, and yeah, it's basically sending videos, accountability, looking and fixing everything that goes in, right? People setting matches. We're talking about matches, training, everything goes around, equipment. So
Well, your group sounds whack, Artem.
Hey, Elizabeth reached out yesterday, so Elizabeth is going to be a part of the camp. We're going to fix
Nice.
you, add some technique. Because
Hey,
Elizabeth
man,
is the
you were
perfect.
watching that, right? You felt really bad for Elizabeth, right? The way she was getting just mistreated with the grip.
Well, also talking to her, and like I'm like, well, as out technique you technically also got like outpowered too, because if you were stronger, your arm will not have moved anywhere. And she like,
Yeah,
I don't know if I agree with that. I'm like, I get it. I mean, from technical standpoint, it was sketchy too. But
well, it was sketchy not sketchy. It's the sketchy part was that she didn't have an answer for it. Like, right. You know what I mean? So that's also the best thing in the world for her. Because the worst thing would have been for her to have this great lane and then get beat.
Right. That's also, yeah. But she is so, I mean, her base is so strong. Like, she's already starting off kind of a lot stronger than most of these chicks. So it's a great head start. So that's, in my opinion, that's kind of almost all you need for the female arm wrestling, because none of them are that mega technical, but just enough technique sets them gaps apart in between, right? So that's why, yeah, like once you fix the technical part, you'll again gain that another gap in between those levels.
Yeah, and then once they do that, then they gotta go deal with Aaron Wilson. Good Lord, that girl is a killer.
Did you watch, Levi? Did you watch East vs. West?
I did not get to watch it. I had my little boy and we had a birthday party planned, so I had to miss it. I normally do. I normally get them all. I love your commentating. It's very nice. Hey, so I got a question. At the end of the show yesterday, Artem, I saw you were showing a T-shirt that had the "Tell Me I'm the Greatest" on the sleeve. How do I go about ordering one of those T-shirts? I never did hear that detail.
You send me a DM, reach out to me, and I'll see. Because it's all Travis's fault. We could have had them on the website, but Brady having to change the website to Travis Bagent Group so we can have our merch out there. So
we gotta get that done, man. Brad's got to get that done, man.
So technically, it will be awesome.
Brad's one of them guys that works for free and has a problem if you tell him to hurry up. What the fuck is up with these guys, man?
He reminds me of younger me. Then I just learned to like, hey, I need to make my money back weight for the person doesn't know about it. So it's all good. Anything you want me to do, flyer, poster? Oh man, hold on. Oh, I've done made one.
How about me knowing that if I'd start cashing in too early, I'd run out. I let this shit go to where you have an indefinite obligation for the rest of your life to me. Now, no matter what the fuck I am. Hey, also, Levi, we are 100%, my man, coming to Shreveport, Louisiana on, what is it, the 6th or the 9th?
6th.
January 6th. And I think I might even go to that same place and have the tournament inside.
Great. I like it. That venue was cool. The back deck was cool.
Yeah, well, it's all, I love people who love us. That's all matters, right? You love us, we love, it's all good.
Hey, I'm game to help out in any way you want me to. You just let me know.
Well, the most important thing is we're going to have a tournament that has 54, 65, 76, 87, 98, 220, 242, and supers, all 8 classes. Then those 8 guys that win will get into the Elite 8 for a chance to get to, go to Turkey. So, yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. I think that we are in between Big E and all the contacts that were there, we're going to have a big ass event.
Yes,
big.
Awesome. Hey, speaking of t-shirts, I need to give a shout out to Chop Bertrand. He gave the team captains from the different teams in Louisiana. He gave us all some pretty cool t-shirts at Louisiana State. I got to give him a shout out for that.
Man, ain't nobody like Chop, man. Chop's one of a kind.
Yeah, you know him. You put him in Game of Arms, didn't you?
Yeah, the next time that you're around Chop and you see that championship belt, you catch my name on there and let Chop know that the only reason that my name ain't all over that thing is because he didn't invite me back after I took it. He wouldn't even let me take the belt.
Yeah, I seen your name on it.
He said, if you take the belt, you got to bring it back. I said, best chance for you is to keep this belt here, my man, because you'll never see me or that belt again. It was 113 degrees out there when I won that belt.
Mm-hmm. It is cool that they put your name on it for 10 years, though.
Hey, man, Chop ain't no punk. What Chop just did right there. Chop right there. Chop understands that the guys that run the groups are the guys that are going to be at practice saying, hey, man, Chop's a good guy. Let's go support the event. Ain't no doubt about it. I used to tell Kaplan this. When we had the 4 regions, north, south, east, and west, and we brought them all to Vegas, but we split them up, people went home to their practice with 13 guys. And the guys who host practice are the dudes that got 3rd and 4th place in their region, which really means they're in the top 16 in the United States. But being in the top 16 is amazing. Like we had 4 4th place guys that didn't hate us because they got 16th place. They got 4th place because there was 4 different categories. And if you were from Ohio, you were there, but you didn't arm wrestle the guy from California. Then you would come back to the finals. When they got rid of that, I told them, I said, you guys don't understand. All of those winners are the guys that are hosting practice. If they go back home and they don't like the organization, then the disciples don't like the organization. You must keep everybody in line. And guys like you that run these tournaments or that go to tournaments that have businesses pertaining to arm wrestling so that it's an industry and not just a sport. Those are the guys that if you support, you got 10 guys behind you that are all ready to support. If you say, fuck that guy, they say, fuck that guy, because they don't know that guy. So your experience is their experience. So
and
if I had enough money,
that format of qualifiers in the top 4 was money anyway. So why go away from it?
Oh man, listen, we go into the annual meeting, right? And I'm going in there with my chest high because my department is the qualifiers and the entry fees. So we gross almost $300,000 in entry fees. You know, we had 160 some tournaments, right? It was amazing. We had everyone on board. We go in there and I see Devin and Neil, and they're in there to let me know that the tournaments are no longer, that they're going to switch to Supermatch format. And it's all because they lost so much money with the production and this and that. So when I couldn't believe it, and they like, Travis, you know, it just didn't work. I said, whoa. Don't tell me it didn't work. You should have put me in charge of goddamn production. You fucked the budget up. Like, how you going to my department's killing it? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was a drastic mistake from the WAL. A drastic mistake. Yeah, we had them.
It kind of resulted in the same guys pulling each other over and over again, too.
Yeah, well, exactly. And you realize, too, that, you know, the support ain't going to be from necessarily the first and second guy. It's going to be from the guy that's about 15th through 35. They're the true people. They're the guys that are got fucking 35 guys coming to their house on Thursdays, right? And you got to respect those guys. And they're really good. It's just, if you put them all in one thing, there's only going to be one stud. And then the guys that get knocked out, like, listen, when you go to one weight class at the real event, the baddest motherfucker you ever seen goes 0-2. And you like, damn, what the fuck is going on here? Woo! That's the way Artem used to go 0-2 at them events.
Now you've been winning them, man.
I still go into those events.
Nah, now you done. No, not now. Now you done got you like Hermes, you fucking motherfucker. Oh,
okay, we got $9.99 super chat from Joseph Rachel. No comment, just thank you for $10. Then we do have $20 super chat from Jack Bartley. Levi got me started with the workouts, and now 8 months in, have came under second yet. Headed to pros soon.
nice.
Everybody's making big progress. Everybody's breaking PRs, placing the best in the tournament. Hey, that tournament that Greg Sharp is putting on in California, one of my guys finished first place at 242 in New York, and he's got a paid hotel room going to San Diego for that.
Hey man, Greg Sharp's giving away some cheddar out there, boy.
Yeah, a free hotel room for
I
all.
I tried to get. Let's duly note this, okay? My relationship with Greg Sharp, okay? I helped him last year, right? And just like a lot of people, I told him, I'm gonna listen. I'll show you how to do it perfectly, and then if we ever want to do business, you let me know. But I'm expensive, so he went through the year, paid it. Learned everything he needs to know. Now he's doing it on his own. From what I heard, he should have the beast with him, from what I hear. But it's okay. Then I call him the other day. I'm like, yo, bro, let one person from my tournament, the winner, come to your finals. I mean, that's the least you could fucking do since you fired me, motherfucker, right? I get a message today that says, no bueno, can't do it. But that's okay. I still love Greg. I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Hey, what do y'all think about them paying out the top 6? It's like 2,000 for first, 1,200 for second, 600, 400, 200. What do y'all think about that? You think it should just be top 3 payouts, or you like 6?
I love it. The more you got, the better. It's all good. I know that $125 really sucks, but you still need gas. So it's all good. Ain't nothing wrong. There ain't nothing wrong with giving. And also too, most of your people, if you're smart, when you do one of those qualifying things, if you're smart, you'll focus on the locals. You got to have enough local qualifiers to make sure your event's good, right? Like if I'm Greg, I'm having 2 events in San Diego and 3 events in LA, 3 events in Bakersfield, because those people don't need travel money. They can just come, right? It's all good. But now you go all the way to New York. Now people start looking at the New York to San Diego plane tickets. San Diego is the expensive place to fly into. So I think that 6th place, because of all the pullers in California, dude, if you just got the whole state of California to come to your tournament, there's 350 arm wrestlers. 500. All you gotta do is get them all, right? The problem is it's hard to get them all because you spend 1 date in Cali and 4 dates across the country. I would stay in there, in that little nook, and I'd only run a couple of them elsewhere. But yeah, I think it's great to go to 6th place. Hey man, listen, Greg's a good guy, and I think it's a good time to be in a tournament business and not in the super match business. Because the super match business, we have an NFL. We have a top. That East versus West, they got it. King of the table. Because of the money, I mean, you offering $20,000 to Voda and John Brzenk off the cuff, $40,000 before you start paying for plane tickets and shit. Man, listen, somebody's hitting. Gonna be a while before. But this tournament situation is good because it's really the way to get everybody to come and to knock out a lot of hypothetical questions about who's better. Yeah. Rather, because these super match stuff, it'll take forever to work it out.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, so I got a question for you. Something me and you spoke about a couple weeks ago that I have not been able to get an answer on. John Hanoski. I want that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I want that match.
You need that match too, man, because he's in the top 10, right?
Number 11, but still it's a move up.
Well, we'll get him right now. Hey, Artem, since you owe me your fucking life, as soon as this podcast is over, I just want you to cut out that thing where my man just said, "What about John Hanowski?" And I say, "Woo, you can't fuck with John Hanowski." And then what do you say to that, Levi?
Let's find out.
Hey, don't be talking shit, Levi. Jesus Christ, this is PG, motherfucker. PG. No, but we got it. I'm all out. What we need is for John to want to do it. Now, money, the $250 bet, I think is on the line, right? Did you offer that?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if that, I don't know if that's attractive to him. And at this point, I don't really want to back him because it's kind of weird. So I might just put up the $250 so that you guys can go at it. But we got to figure out some way. We just got to see, because John's got the A side, meaning I guess he's ranked higher than you, right? Is that what the deal is? And it's not, and we're not lying to him, motherfucker. He is choosing you, John, because you are the 10th guy, and my man's trying to be in the top 10. So I could see John for some reason not wanting to do it.
If he doesn't have to, $500 at the bet.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Now, the good thing is I think that once he just hears this, he just might want to come on the show and say, you know, because John's aggressive, right? You're going to love him. I mean, he's awesome. So we'll see if that pans out. But, you know, he hasn't like called me every day saying, man, what's up with the Mets? Like he's all excited about it. Mm-hmm. So, you know, whether he's like, show me the money, I think he said, or if the money's right. So we'll see, because, you know, we ain't in, you know, and we also need to find a catch weight that you guys are both at exactly so that you guys weigh the same. So we just put you in the bracket and there's not 15 pounds separating you. So you guys will pull other people. You'll pull each other.
I saw on a post he made about 3 weeks ago, he said he was 162 and he didn't cut for a tournament. And I woke up at 164. So our walk around.
I got you. Yeah. So if we put it at 160, yeah, anywhere from 160 to 165, both of you are going to be okay with it.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, I love it. I love it. I just, you know, that's a commitment from you because you don't live. You got to fly, which, you know, and then also, too, now that we're coming to Louisiana,
I want another match.
Maybe yeah. John needs to fly to Louisiana. So we'll see. But I definitely will have Artem cut this little clip here real quick and we'll send it to John. And then we'll see if that sparks. Because once he gets interested, it'll be awesome. Right? It'll be awesome for everybody. Okay. And we got a crew coming. Bart and all those guys will be coming anyway. So John is here.
Yeah, that's his teammates.
Yeah, no doubt. So there's a chance, like a John, you know, he's been to West Virginia 10 times. So it's not, but also now he might value that ranking. He might be like, fuck that, motherfucker. I ain't getting knocked out no top 10 unless this, or this. So we'll see. We'll see what he says. And listen, we appreciate you. I hope that you got the message out there that Levi Fit is open for business. So listen, if you're looking for a way, right here's a way. Now listen.
Got it.
If you want to, you know, if you want to get better, you got to find a coach. I'm not your coach. I am not your coach. I'm rich. I don't need to coach people. All right. But Levi is ready to roll.
Committed.
Facebook, TikTok, Messenger, all that stuff. Levi Fit. You got anything else, Artem?
Oh, well, I just want to let Levi know that our mods have put all the links for Levi. There's Instagram link, I see Facebook, everything. I pinned a couple messages, so there's all the ways to reach out to you, my man. So,
hey, look, I want to thank you guys for having me on. Thanks everybody in the chat who's been hyping me up, that shared my links as well. Jack, everybody, thank y'all for the mentions. And Travis, thank you for letting me share your platform with me where I could speak about this. I appreciate you, my man.
I wish I really did you a favor, meaning I wish I was a fucking baller right now and had 10 million dudes and you couldn't believe that I let you on here. But if you've seen this setup, if you was actually on the other side of this camera looking at this, you would be like, I don't even know if I want to be on this show.
No, it's all good, man. I appreciate you, brother. Y'all have a good day, fellas.
You're the man. We'll talk to you soon, Levi.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming. I cannot believe you slide to him after your basically career. You're a fucking softball football coach every day of your life.
No, I'm not an arm wrestling coach. No, I'm not.
It's
Yeah,
not
you
coaching
can't.
people.
Yeah, you are not.
Anything.
I'm not sending you anything. I'm not Facebooking anything. I'm not critiquing anything. I just ain't doing it. Like I've been asked so many times. I'm good.
Well, that's the only reason I'm back to doing my groups and all that, because I'm keep getting asked. Because before I stopped after listening to Devin and Todd Hutchings, were like, I didn't really know what the fuck I'm doing. So why would I charge somebody else to whatever? Which I'm like, all right, that's a fair take. But then like the more people start reaching out, I'm like, all right, I guess fucking people do want to know what I know. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's do something about it. So yeah, I see. So there's always a demand, right? Well, unless it's a growing demand for anybody, if you just like a guy. So
Yeah, and I'm sure that there are some people that really do have the money to be held accountable. And that's really that's what he's offering. I'm telling you right now. And after being with him, if you do those exercises and you commit with those videos, there's nothing but progress. There's just no way around it. Now, after you're in it for a while, you might develop your own philosophies, and then it may not be as worth it anymore. But the guys that are texting me, it's worth it because that's what they're asking me. You're asking me that exact question. No, I'm out, but he's in.
Right, exactly. Well, that's what I tell everybody who's like, hey, should I get trained by Lackland? Should I get trained by Todd? Should I get trained by Levi? I'm like, yo, whoever you like the most, go train by every single one of them at the end of every cycle. Go ahead, hire and fire every single one of them every 3 months. You might find something that works better for you. You like from different person approach every single time. And then eventually you find yourself standing up with your left arm straight up with a high side and all that shit. And that's right, Travis.
All right, we good?
Yeah, you should see me last evening. I came out there, let the dogs out, took 2 rubber bands, sat in there like, was old captain working on the wrist.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like you need to look at this right here. Everybody does this right here, but you need this.
No,
all right. And then listen, when it starts to hurt there, you just elbow up it and let it bang on it. But listen, you need to fight that. Even though you may not need it, you may not like it in the setup. When you're lifting weights and doing stuff, just take it to that other place just a little bit. Now listen, if you take it there with the wrist curl, it's going to be really down in here. You need to take it with the palm of your hand there. You got it like you're setting up a little kickstand there. All right, well, and then look, and then just elbow up it. It's a great place.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you, I was trying to do a wrist curl of some kind, something to fix my left cup.
Fix your left cup, very simple. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Get on some false grip rings, come up to here, and hold. And before you know it, as soon as you grab something, that false grip is just gonna occur right away. Just like me, as soon as I touch this, immediately all I feel it is right here and then up in here once I close it in there. But it never gets to my palm, ever. It just sets on that knot, just like Elizabeth was sitting on that knot from that poor Swedish girl, and she could not get around it at all. That girl was so high. Like that referee should have that lady's fingers pointed to Elizabeth's face, not over her head. Man, and Elizabeth not knowing, just going in there like that. Oh, it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch. But I can't even imagine the first 2 years in for her to be in that environment with those lights. Oh my God. I mean, there's no way she was had the ability to be coached. Like she couldn't even probably hear Paul. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if Paul's a good coach or not. Everybody he coaches gets their ass whipped. I need to get out of that booth and come downstairs. And Paul told me halfway through it, tag me in, motherfucker, I'll go announce. I was like, fuck no. The couple guys I thought had a chance already went down. I'm out. I did come down and root Jerry on for like 5 seconds, but
Okay.
once I saw there was no hope, I got the fuck away from that camp too.
Man.
All right, you the man. Same time tomorrow.
All right, play. Before I let you go, it's a random thought. Elizabeth did get to the stage super early. I almost there is no guy that gets there that early. You know what I mean? Usually I feel like you kind of get some experience before you ever even get the opportunity, right? So there's
she's
early.
she's in a great place.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way the next time that girl arm wrestles like at the Texas, state championship, that she's gonna have any sort of stage fright. I mean, she's gonna be all over that shit.
For sure. Well, all right, play. That was the last thought. Thank you for being here, and we're gonna wrap it up on these 133 people, $60 super chat.
When you get a chance, let's work on that Virginia flyer.
I got you. We can do that as soon as I'm gonna not release this 57th episode.
Nice. You're the man.